That's it. We made the decision. We decided to go for it. Applications in. So, morning world, welcome to Thursday, 19th of October, and a bit of sunshine. We've had a load of rain. I'm just looking at the moisture meter over there. Nearly 20 mil of rain in the last week. It's been wet. So, anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today. We are talking about this. This is our application that's gone into Stroud District Council for us to open and run a small touring and caravan site here at the farm. Now, you know that we did a 60-day trial here where we used the government, well, what would you call it? Like a government consent thing where farmers can do what they like on their land for, it used to be 28 days, it's now got turned to 60 days. So we took advantage of that, and over the summer, we opened up the little field to the side of us for people to come camping. We didn't have an awful lot of people. That's partially because I didn't advertise it around an awful lot. But those that came really enjoyed it, and I spoke to most of them about this sort of, we're considering maybe perhaps opening a proper little caravan site with proper facilities, toilets, showers, disabled facilities, all that sort of stuff. And the overwhelming reaction I got was, oh yeah, if you do it, we'll definitely come. So I then went and spoke to my immediate neighbours. Anybody who can see what we were doing, I went and had a chat with them and said, no, would you have any objection to us doing this? And the overwhelming reaction from them was, no, we don't object. And in fact, it'll give us something else to look at, and we're quite happy. So we did it. Got architect in, drew up plans, drew up all the bits and bobs, and in a minute I'm going to give you the details of how to go and look at that yourself online, because this video is me blatantly abusing my very small position in the world of social media to hopefully get a bit of support from some of you guys. I am also opening myself up to folks who maybe, oh, Biscuit, shut up. Folks who would like just to stick the knife in if they get a chance. There are a few out there. I think there's about between 8 or 10 people who just don't like anything I do. So I'm expecting to get a few negative reactions to this video, but I'm hoping that overwhelmingly most of you will be supportive and kind of help me out with this by going online, finding us, going into the comments, putting something positive, ticking the right box. My dog's being such a miserable little cow. I mean, all Papa wants to do is be friendly. Hey! Pack it in! Women, why can't they just get on? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Might have meant it a little bit. Alright, so yeah, in a minute, I'll put the link up. I'll put up the actual application number up here as well. I'll leave it there for 10 seconds so you can copy it down. So for those folks who watch this on their phone, and not a computer or whatever else, you can actually look at the go in on your phone if you want. It'd be difficult on a phone, but on a computer you can go into the Stroud District Council planning applications. I mean, you could just do that, type in Stroud District Council planning applications, go in there, click on the button that says new applications or view applications, go in there and click on the box and either find us through the number, which I'm going to give you in a minute, or just put Bradley Farm in and it'll bring it up. And then you can go into documents, and on there you will find all the plans, all the drawings, what we want to do, how we're going to do it, how big it is, and also on there you'll see comments from, because as part of the consultation is like the Environment Agency are contacted, the footpaths people are contacted, the waste people are contacted. All these different agencies are given a chance to have their say. So there'll be comments in them from them, and they'll say, oh yes, you can do this, but you need to put that condition on, or we object to that because of this, or whatever. I don't actually see any reason for anybody to object. I mean, somebody will, but anyway. So why am I doing it? Well, I can tell you for nothing, I'm not doing it for me. Because I would, without sounding like a miserable NIMBY, I would quite happily live without a caravan site next door and without lots of people. And that's not me trying to put you off saying, oh, don't come because he's a miserable git. I grew up on a caravan site between the age of 7 and 22, so 15 years I lived on a touring caravan site, so I kind of have some experience with it. And it's just going to be one of those things I'm going to have to get over of sharing the farm. Okay, right now I've had it all up to myself out here with nobody wandering around and nobody with the right to walk anywhere and all that. And when I open up something, then all of a sudden people will have rights to walk over that and they can come in and out the drive and do. So it would change stuff. But I'm kind of hoping that I'll quickly get used to that and it's changed for the better. Right, okay, so why am I doing it? If it's not for me, who's it for? Well, it's for my daughters, directly and then indirectly for me. I'm 58 years old. I've maybe got another 20 years on the farm dealing with livestock, and then I'm probably not going to be able to do it anymore. So what am I going to do? If I can't run the farm, I can't do the livestock, what am I going to do? I have to have something to occupy me, and in the same vein, I want something that my daughters can get involved in, which they can take on and carry on when I can no longer do it or when I'm no longer here. I have a fear, and a lot of farmers or landowners will understand what I'm saying is, Julie and I moved here in the early 1990s, and we will have spent 50 odd years building this, our little empire, our little South Fork, our little, whatever you want to call it. We've been building this, and the idea of my daughters selling it when I'm gone, it just doesn't sit that well. But they're not going to want to take on a farm and livestock. Abby would be partially interested, but if she can't earn a living at it, then there's no point. I mean, I have the tree company, the pest control, and obviously YouTube gives me some income. The farm itself would not, with the livestock as it stands, would not keep a family. It would put money into the house, but someone would still have to have a job. Anyway, I'm drivelling, aren't I? So the idea is build a caravan site. The town will benefit from it. So we're definitely going to bring trade and income into various trades into the town. So the pubs are going to do better, the takeaways going to do better. I'm hoping the little shops up the street are all going to benefit from it. So the town will benefit. I'm thinking it could create a couple of jobs down here, probably for my daughters. But if I can give Emma and Holly a living out of the farm, basically I'm going to build this, get it started, hand it over. There you go, yours, get on with it. And all I'm going to do is cut the grass and empty the bins. Talk to people. I'm good at that. And they can run the business. And then when I'm gone, there's still a business here, which they can then develop on however they want. So, but I'm kind of thinking that the touring caravan site and the farm will work very nicely together. It will replace the lost income from single payments. So we're no longer members of the EU, so we don't get any, we don't get the same farm subsidies that our European brothers will get because we're out. Our government promised us they were going to keep up with it, and they're not, unless we plant everything to wildflowers and trees. And even then, probably lucky to get half of what we did before. Everything from the government that's been offered us as a replacement to single payment is on a piece of string or a piece of elastic. Here you are, you can have that, and then it comes back again. Yeah, you can do that, but you've got to do all this. And then all of a sudden, it's not ours. That's a different story. So, yeah, this video is here for me saying to you folks, whether you are a caravaner, tenter, walker, cyclist, whatever you do, if you think that a little caravan site here will be beneficial to the local area, which I genuinely think it will. It will boost the income for the farm. It will give at least one, if not two of my daughters the potential to earn a living from the farm as well. Then yeah, if you'd like to give us a bit of support, that would be fantastic. I've tried to work out a way of putting a link in the description box below, and everything I've tried so far on the editing suite I use hasn't worked. I can't attach a PDF to this video. So if you go to Stroud District Council Development Services or Planning Applications, just Google Stroud District Council Planning Applications, you can either put into the box the application number, which is S.23/2002/FUL, that's in capital letters. That's it. That is the application number. And then if you can't go online and do it, if you want to email a letter of support, or the other, if you really feel like it, you've got until November the 3rd to put an email into the Stroud District Councils, and that is an email will go to planning@stroud.gov.uk, or you can visit www.stroud.gov.uk/planning, and then you can write a letter and you can put it to, quoting the reference, S.23/2002/FUL in capital letters, and you can literally just write an email, say, we'd like to support Ian because of this. I'm not going to put words in your mouth, or we don't think he should have it because of that. I mean, like, if you've got a valid reason that you think that we shouldn't do this, well, that's fair enough. I mean, it's a free country. Everyone's got their own opinion, but I'm kind of hoping that will have more positive than negative results. So the other thing you can do is scan that QR code. Hopefully that's going to come up. So you can scan that, and I believe that will take you straight to the planning on your phone. So if you've got it on your PC, put your phone up to it, scan it, that should come up as well. So yeah, that's it. You can go online, you can stick your nose right in my business. What a horrible thought. You can have a look at the drawings, you can look at where we want to put it, what we want to do. We've put an application in for a building that is bigger than we need. That was on advice from our architect, saying, you know what, if you put the bigger footprint in now, we might only build half for the time being. We might only build just the toilets and the washroom facilities and the showers, and that's all we do for the time being. See how it goes, and then if it goes okay, then we just put our hand in our pocket again and build the rest of it on. Don't know. We'll see. We'll see what comes back, and we'll see what funding is available. We're kind of hoping that we might get a little bit of government grant on this. I've got one person looking into it, and apparently there could be up to 20% grant funding available for diversification that is good for trade and good for employment and stuff like that, and enhances the countryside. So yeah. So there you are. I've laid myself bare. I've opened me thing, and so yeah. So that's the details. By all means, go online, take a look. Go into when you've looked at all your bits of plans and everything else. Just go back up on the top of the bar. You'll see the comments button. Press the comments button. They will ask you to put your details in to comment, because they need to be able to contact you back if you had something. Well, it doesn't matter whether you do or not. They need to be able to contact you back if they want to ask a question. So any comment you make, good or bad, will be in public view. Everybody will be able to see what you've written, and I think they'll be able to see your name. But there's no contact details on there. They don't include things like your email and telephone number or that. So if you say something nasty, all they're going to know is your name. You're not going to say anything nasty. Why would you say anything nasty? But yeah, so you can put a comment in there, and or you can just put no comment at all, and just, there's 3 boxes. You can support, indifferent, or object. So obviously I'd like you to tick the support box. That would be the thank you. So you don't have to put a comment at all. You can literally just support, do nothing else. But if you fancy writing something, like I said, it's for the family, it's for the farm, it's diversification to make up for lost income from what we're not going to get from the government anymore, and it is for my daughters. Okay, that's the selling point as far as I'm concerned. It's not for me. I'm building something for them. I kind of built everything I need and want. It's been given a present. So yeah, there you go. That's the end of the video. I can't really tell you any more. This is my way of making our plans completely public to everybody. So obviously all my neighbours can see this video. Everybody who watches me in the world can see this video, and they all have the opportunity now to support, be indifferent or object, and make a comment. There you go. So I can't really be more open than that. Told you why I'm doing it. Genuine reasons. Let's just see what happens. We should know, hopefully, by Christmas, if we've been successful or not. So yeah, and no, I'm not Jeremy Clarkson, just in case you wondered. Thanks very much for your time. Cheers now.